Hello friends, welcome back to the VFX Pipeline channel and thank you very much to subscribe my channel. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That will appreciate me to create more useful videos for you guys. Let's start in this video and install Zimbra. Okay guys, so let me just give you the idea what I'm doing right now. I'm using Windows 10 as my main operating system, and for demonstration I install a CentOS virtual machine in my PC, and this CentOS I just install and update this virtual machine. So just to make sure that we go to yum and update to make sure there is no package is left, everything make sure up to date. So this is now up to date CentOS. This time I'm using CentOS 7. So yeah, you can also follow me with CentOS or Red Hat, whatever operating system you are using. So first thing that you should actually go and configure, that I will show you here. One thing is, in the server, wherever you want to set up your Zimbra, let's just go and set few settings. If you go to the connection, go to the connection settings, go to IPv4 and make sure instead of automatic you select manual, because we don't want this IP to change based on DHCP server. So that's why make sure you have a static IP here, and for that you can select manual and put whatever IP that given by your DHCP server to you, or if you want to desirably add any IP, then you can choose that. So first thing is, make sure your server must have a static IP, correct? All right, now let's just close this, go back to the second option, make sure you set the host name properly. So let me just clear that, and to check the host name you can just type host name, and if you just install, it might be localhost.localhost, but it should be a decent name which actually can be recognized within your organization. Right now I'm going to use mail.hqvfx.com, and that will be my name for my email server. Okay, and if you don't know how to set the host name, that's very easy. You can go type nmtui, and this is actually nmtui, and with that you can go set system host name, and you can just type whatever host name you want and then hit enter and hit OK and go to quit. That's it, and with that your host name is set already. So that means your CentOS server is now ready to follow my video. All right, let's just clear this. I will show you a few instructions that also you can find in the description of this video. Okay, first thing is, now this is my client, and also I want to make sure that I'm communicating with my Zimbra server, because I want to explore this outside my CentOS network. So this is my client, this will be my client. Okay, let's go and type ping, and I want to ping with mail.hqvfx.com. so make sure I'm getting response from my email server, correct? So the connection is fine, both client and server is talking with each other, and now the only thing is we just need to install the software and ready to play around with the email server. All right, good. Okay, so this is something which you need to follow first, and first thing is you just install a latest CentOS. Okay, the second is make sure you did yum update, so your all packages are updated. Then we'll go and change the directory to OPT, which is our working directory. Right now we are in OPT, so for that you can use cd opt. Then you can download using this command. Right now I'm using version 8.8.12, and for that you can actually use this command, and you can actually go and download, maybe just copy this from the description of this video. I'm just copying this and paste here, and rest of the things it will automatically do here. And as you can see with wget, we are downloading this. It's based on your internet speed and how it will be downloaded. It's around 300 MB. So let's just see, it will be download shortly, only 5 seconds left. So the idea is, once we download, it will be download using the name, which is this long name, Zimbra ZCH88212 this, and so later we will just move this and put it inside Zimbra. So let's just go and list this directory. So you can see here right now in this directory we have a tar file that we download, and there is a Zimbra folder here. Okay, let me just show you in the file system also, so you know what we are doing. I just understand that as a administration level we might need to see some UIs, right? Okay, so here we have the tar file that we download using wget. and here's the folder that we are going to access this install .sh file, and this is a shell file given by Zimbra. So now let's just go and see one thing which is very important. Go to the property and see the permission, make sure it is actually checked. The execute must be checked, then it will be good to run that. Let's just go clear all those commands that we have here. Now it's everything is clear. Now let's go back to cd Zimbra. All right, let's just list down and make sure you see install sh, and it should be green, so it is executable. Just use dot and a slash, and after that install sh and hit enter. So once you hit enter, a lot of thing is actually automated, handled by Zimbra itself, and it will go through all this thing. And right now you need to give something which is like okay, do you agree with the terms of license agreement? Yes, obviously you have to be agree. And then there is installation process, and please fix your etc host file. Okay, then IP, FQ and H. So IP is the IP address of the host, and host name. Okay, so this is something that we need to fix before we start. So now let's just go and etc host, go to maybe just use nano and etc host. All right, so here we should go with the IP address 192.168.0.152 is our IP address, and mail.hqvfx.com. okay, so this is what we have to give here, because right now previously we set host name, but we need to add this host entry also here. And let's just save this, Control X and hit yes. Perfect. Now let us go back and install again with that. Checking software license agreement, yes, correct. So now we are not seeing any of these errors. So Zimbra, use package repository and hit just yes. So Y is already selected, so you just need to press enter, and importing GPG key. So that means it's now installing some RPM. Found the Zimbra core, Zimbra LDAP, logger, MTA, and IMAP. It's actually quite fast process. It's depend on how much performance of your PC that you are using. Would you like to delete Zimbra before installing? Okay, so that's it. But the Zimbra collaboration does not appear to be installed. Appears ZTS of PT. Do you want? Would you like to delete? No, we don't want to delete that. So install Zimbra. Yes, 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 yes. We all want to install. We don't want to leave anything. So install Zimbra IMAPD beta evaluation only. That we don't want. Zimbra chat. Yes, we want that. Okay, and the system will be modified. Do you want to continue? And make sure you check what are the things installed. Yes, I want to continue. Hit yes, and the setup will be installed. So it's downloaded and installed. As you can see that all the status are keep updating here in the shell, in the terminal, whatever you are using right now. Okay, correct. So there are total down 12 packages which is downloading. All right, so all the packages are just now they install everything, and it took around 5 to 10 minutes to everything update and install. And now I'm seeing this error, which is DNS error, and it's saying that mail.hqvfx.com cannot resolve. To fix that, actually we just put same mail.hqvfx.com and hit enter. Okay, and it is suggested that resolved by DNS, re-enter hostname, hit yes, and hostname for this host is same, hit enter, and all right, let's just hit n and hit n. Okay, now all we have to do is just enter to continue. Port conflicts detected. Wait, let's just see quickly what we, there are port conflict detected. Press enter, and now it will show you like all the thing which is actually going to be configured. And this is where we need to configure one thing, which is the administrator password for this. And right now you can see that admin password is unset, so make sure we set before we exit this. So how to set that? Just see what is the number here, and it's 7. So let's just hit 7 and hit enter. And inside 7 the admin password is 4, so let's just go and put 4 and hit enter. And now you need to put a administrator password for that. So let's just add some password, and make sure whatever you are writing that will be visible. So I'm writing one of the very visible password, which is Zimbra at 123. So this will be my password for administrator, and hit enter. And right now is we can go to the admin password, and you can see that it's instead of unset, it's showing set. So that means now it's good. And our ID will be admin@mail.hqfx.com, that we will use for login. Hit R, and then here itself everything is perfect. All we have to do is press A to apply. So hit A and apply. Save data config to file, yes. Saving in file, yes. And the system will be modified, hit yes, and then enter. And then it will configure all the local settings that we apply just now. I mean, all the packages installation is already done. Here as you can see that all the packages are already done so far. And now we are close to configure the server settings. Alright, so after all this long configuration, it took me around 15 to 20 minutes because of my VM and my laptop is not that much performance. And now it's completed. Let's just hit enter. So configuration is complete. Now we should able to start Zimbra outside the network. Let's just see and go to the address, which is mail.hqfx.com. and if you hit enter, right now you will see that this site cannot be reached, right? So what is actually happening, because we already done the installation. And let's just go there and see the status of our service, which is service Zimbra and status. So then it should show the real status of what is running and what is not running. So Emma voice is running. There are actually multiple services running parallelly, so it should go and collect all the services information. Okay, there might be this also a issue, the C Linux. Okay, one thing which I just noticed, that MTA is stopped, and that's very important. I will show you how to run that back again. Okay, so postfix is not running. And let's just see Linux, what's that actually. Yeah, delete it, no problem. Okay, so now we need to fix this problem. Postfix is not running. Okay, for that you should see first in your local postfix, is this running? Yes, it is running. So first thing is we need to disable that. So let's just stop this, because Zimbra comes with their own postfix service. So you no need to actually run both uh, postfix parallelly. So one you need to stop. Okay, so postfix stop. Let's just see the status of httpd. And this is basically for web server, because we haven't installed any http server, so it's already not there, so that's not an issue. Okay, and let's just disable postfix, so make sure when we restart this system it will not enable by default. So disable postfix. So now it will remove from the startup, correct? Okay, now let's just go and restart Zimbra service, Zimbra restart, stopping. First of all the services which is running, it should be stopped, and then it will start again. Meanwhile, let's just go and quickly see the firewall. So sundry and go to firewall. And for firewall, if you want to make any changes, make sure you have admin rights. What's wrong? Okay, let's just close this. It close, open firewall. Okay, so now let's just go inside public. Let's see if we have Zimbra here. Go back all the way to the end. XYZ, there is no Zimbra, so then make sure you have the HTTPS enable here. Hopefully that will be the reason. Yes, HTTPS, and yes, that should be enabled here. Let's just minimize this. We'll come back here again if our Zimbra mail server cannot be accessible from outside. So right now still it's not, site cannot be reached because we are in the mid of restarting our Zimbra service. Alright, so now we successfully restart our Zimbra server, and let's just go back to our client and run the URL, which is actually mail.zxvf.com that we set previously, and you will see that connection is not private. That's quite obvious because the certificate that you have is invalid, so that we will fix it later. Go to advanced and proceed to unsafe. Since we hosted this internally, so there should be no issue with that. And now as we see, it's waiting for our server to get the data. And also let's just go and see here, make sure all is fine. Correct, yes, no issue. I don't know, this is because my laptop is slow, or maybe this is first time, because maybe it's creating some caches, session caches, but again it's actually quite slow. So let's just go to the server and let's just see, is there any other thing. Let's just do one more thing, which is actually I think that should be very important to see. That is also you can go to nano and etc c linux, sorry, c linux and conf. Okay, so here basically instead of enforcing, just make it disable. Disabled. Okay, now let's just control X, hit yes, and it's saved. And let's just do one thing, put our Zimbra in startup, enable, okay. So now Zimbra is now in our startup, and let's just go and reboot this. Wait, before reboot, actually now we see here the Zimbra login screen is appear. So let's just go and maybe just reload this again. Now it's fine basically. So go and log in here with for example admin @mail.hqvfx.com, right? And our password was okay. let's just hit stay sign in and sign in. So this is the password that we set during the configuration. If we can see that configuration here back in when we did all this config here, right here, you remember that we set the password, admin password. Here it was unset, so we set the password, and just to show you here, you know, in this line we set the password. So in my case, Zimbra at 123 is my password. So if you don't know about like how what will be the first login name, then this will be the password and this will be the email address. Okay, so here's the interface for that, and we successfully install and run Zimbra email server. And in coming videos there will be a lot more things to explore within this, like how we can go and customize this, and maybe we can explore more about this admin console and find out the features like calendar, chat, and everything, how it works, how you can add users. So yeah, I mean, all the technical part, configuration part is already covered, and now onward where there will be more and more UI related stuff which we will see how we can make it more useful within our company, within our organization, and we can deploy that with our end users. All right, so thank you guys to stay with me with this long tutorial, but coming tutorial will be short and I will go with point to point. So that's it. I will see you in my next video. Thank you.